get ready. Okay, the stream is going.
Awesome. Very cool. So welcome everybody. I'll give everyone a chance to hop on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from, today. I'm having trouble talking. We're excited because we have Sam from The Blind Life on with us today. So just gonna give everyone a little more time to hop on. We've got James with us too. James is one of the coaches there at IrisVision. I'll let each one of them give a little intro, but looking forward to talking about different gift ideas today. 'Tis the season. So let's just go ahead and get rolling. So Sam, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you have Stargardt's disease, but tell us a little bit about when you got diagnosed and what you've been up to since, you've been having your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having me on today, guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, my name is Sam. I have the YouTube channel, The Blind Life, where I talk about my life with vision impairment, and I talk about accessibility and assistive technology and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I was diagnosed with Stargardt's at around age 11. My sister is about 2 years older, and she also has it, so she was diagnosed first. So they kind of knew they should be keeping an eye out for me. And sure enough, yeah, I got it as well. And so my people always like to know what the current acuity is. My current acuity is 2400 in my left eye, 2800, 2850, something like that in my right eye. And I'm fortunate that it's a slow progression. I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I started my channel a couple years ago just to kind of be a voice on the internet. When I started back in 2013, there wasn't a lot of information out on YouTube, a lot of channels for the visually impaired. So, I wanted to do that and document my life and help out people that might be going through it as well, or new to vision loss and not really know how to do anything as newbies. And so that's kind of where it all started, and it's been an exciting ride, and continuing to look forward to the future.
Awesome. So we also, as I mentioned, we have James. So James, why don't you tell us a little bit about your eye condition and a little bit about what you went through in life. Tell us about your service and stuff, because I know you're a veteran. So thank you so much for your.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much for your service.
All right, so I'm James, IrisVision vision coach. I have cone dystrophy, really similar to Stargardt, central vision loss. And I was actually 20/20 eyesight until 5 years ago, well, maybe 6 now. So I experienced driving. I went through the Marine Corps and had a career, and I had to medically, of course, retire because of my eye condition. So it was hard. It was very hard. People like Sam, I really appreciate. I mean, tell us about the technology. I found out about IrisVision through him. Saw other devices. They just didn't fit for me. Nice. But he gave his, seriously, when he gave his review on IrisVision, I was like, I have central vision loss. I have this. Perfect. Let me try it out. Worked for me. So thanks a lot, Sam. I know a lot of people look up and look to your channel. I do, for all kinds of advice. So I went through that. A little hard. I have a family, so that was harder. Little kids, younger. But I thought it was the end of the world. It's not. It's not with the technology today. So good, and that's what I'm happy about. I mean, really happy about this one. We can tell everybody what people like us would like for Christmas, right?
Heck yeah! All right. Very cool. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Myrna. I'm the head coach at IrisVision. Like Sam, I have Stargardt's disease, and I was diagnosed at the age of 12. Unlike Sam, I'm the only one in my family. I have 5 other brothers and a sister, and none of them have Stargardt. So I was the lucky one, I guess.
Congratulations.
But well, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, my acuity is about 2640 in my left eye, and about 2,500 in my right. So I do have glasses, but I don't really wear them because they don't really help me. As most of you probably know, anyone who's out there and has any kind of macular degeneration or maybe other kinds of eye conditions, sometimes glasses don't really help. I don't know. Do you have glasses, Sam?
I do. Because I have, apparently, because Stargardt wasn't enough, I have a slight stigmatism as well. And so they gave me glasses for that. And, but like you said, I don't, it just kind of makes everything a little crisper, you know, maybe. And so just in walking around,
Sure.
It doesn't do anything for me. But I tell you, I wear them when I'm in a movie theater, when I'm watching a movie, and it actually improves a lot in the movie theater. I'm still sitting in like the second row. And I still have audio description headset because I can't really tell what's going on. But it does make the image just a little bit more, it's like going from standard definition to high definition, I guess you'd say. It just makes it a little bit clearer.
Okay. Well, as a head coach at IrisVision, I'm going to recommend that you use your device at the movie theater because it really works. It's awesome.
Recommended.
Since we're talking about it, I've used my device at the movie theater before several times. And it's cool because you mentioned sitting in the second row. I know that life. So with IrisVision, I could actually sit wherever I want. I've sat in the way back and been able to see the entire movie. So it's really cool to use IrisVision when you're out and about like that too. But anything that helps, whether it's your glasses or IrisVision, of course, you know, you want to definitely get the best experience you can, especially for us, like going to a movie theater, it can be tough. And so sometimes the audio description is cool, but it'd be nice to just be able to watch the movie. You know what I mean? Without having to nudge the neighbor and say, hey, why is everyone laughing right now? So IrisVision kind of helps me decrease the nudges.
Just remember to turn the volume down. Otherwise, you're going to be like me when my daughter and I went the whole movie, nothing but necks. I had it at like 15. Remember to turn it down.
Right. So today, as mentioned, we're going to talk about gift ideas. So Sam is definitely the best person to have on the Coach's Corner today because, as you know, he does reviews, or maybe some of you don't know, but he does reviews of different devices, specifically geared towards people with partial sight. So Sam, what are some recommendations that you would give people as a gift idea?
Well, you know, I know we don't have all day to sit here and talk about this, which I totally could. So I wanted to kind of narrow it down to a certain area. And so I was thinking in the kitchen, right? Holidays, that's one of the big things. You get together with family and you maybe make well, you're making your Thanksgiving dinner, your Christmas dinner, all of that, if you celebrate those holidays, or just making desserts, treats, and things like that. So I wanted to kind of focus on stuff that could help you out in the kitchen, because that's where I actually use a lot of assistive technology. And obviously, you know, it goes without saying that IrisVision could be super helpful in the kitchen, but I kind of wanted to look at some other things. So just some accessible kitchen gadgets were some of the things I wanted to talk about. And if I had to pick one of my most useful ones, the ones that I use all the time, and these are kind of oldies but goodies. So I'm sure people will already know about these, or a lot of people will, but the one that I use most has got to be my talking kitchen food thermometer.
Yes.
Yeah, when I first got one of those, it was like a game changer in the kitchen. I love to cook, and you know, 95% of cooking you can do with sound, you can do with smell. You know, I don't need to be able to see the food to know if it's done. I can smell if it's done. You know, there's certain foods put off a certain smell when they're done. When you're baking a cake, for example, or something in the oven, if you start to smell any hint of burning, you're like, all right, we need to get that out because it's done. Or food, you know, you drop the food in the skillet, it sounds, you can tell when it's cooking and when it's, you know, you can go by sound. But there's certain foods that you don't want to run the risk of guessing at, like chicken, for example, turkey, any kind of poultry.
Is not fun.
you want, yeah, you want, we'll make that a t-shirt, a Christmas t-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
So having that kitchen thermometer that to talk to you and let you know, all right, we've hit 165, it's done. Anything past here is overcooking, so just go ahead and get it out of the oven. Super helpful.
Yeah, you know, James likes to cook too.
Quite a
So
bit.
you guys have that in common.
Yep. I smoke
Yeah.
meat, barbecue, smoking meat is my passion. You're right. With the talking thermometer, it's the only way to go. Makes it so much easier.
Well, James might be able to help us then, because the next one that I need to get, and I've kind of been researching, is an in oven or in the grill wireless thermometer, you know, that you can leave in there. Because the ones that I use are just you stick it in, instant read thermometer. You stick it in,
The
and
probes.
but I'm looking for one that I can put in the oven with the turkey, for example, and it will let me know when it comes to that temperature that I'm looking for. But one that's accessible. That's what I'm looking for.
iGrill. iGrill is probably one of the best ones. I use the Mavericks. They don't talk to you, but they do beep. They send an alarm. So you put in your what temp, you know, if you're smoking brisket 205, you just set it to 205. When it hits 205, there you go. The alarm goes off. You go take your brisket off, and you know. And so it doesn't necessarily, iGrill does talk to you. It's a phone app. That one's okay, but I kind of don't want it on my phone. So I'll just set the Mavericks overnight. You know, you can set it, put the temps in for your grill or smoke. You know, like you said, the turkey, you can just leave the probes in. There are wires, you know, they're stainless steel wires. You just shut the oven, leave it in there, and set up the alarms. One's you have a receiver, and then you have a repeater. So you can put it by your bed or whatever, you know, anywhere you want. Those work really good. It's Maverick and iGrill. Those are two good ones.
Maverick and iGrill.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew we should ask James. He sounded like he'd be an expert in that.
Right?
Extra food, buddy. Food. No.
I didn't understand half of what he said, but it sounded good.
It's awesome. I know what you're saying though. You want to hear a probe. So when you probe it in the quick temp, that's great. That's great, Sam. That's what I use too. But like when you have a 2-3 hour cook, for me, it's a 10-12 hour cook. You know, sometimes I go to sleep. I just put it on overnight, and when it's done the next day, beep, 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 I know to go take it off. So working great.
There you go. All right.
Very cool. Any other gadgets, Tim?
Yeah, you know, of course, a lot of people probably have some type of digital assistant, you know, whether it's the Amazon Echo or the Google Home. I have both in my house, but in my kitchen, I've got an Amazon Echo. I'm not going to say her name. She's always listening, right?
Right.
I got yelled
You're
at.
gonna get a whole pallet of batteries delivered to your house for some reason.
I know. Right? Well, I've learned my lesson. I made a couple videos about my favorite Amazon Echo skills and things like that, and I got a lot of negative comments because I didn't bleep out her name in the video, and everybody's like, my thing was going off all day, the whole time. So,
oh man,
learned my lesson. But you know, I've got the regular Amazon Echoes, the small ones. I've got the Echo Show, the 8-inch one, which is what's in my kitchen right now. And I've done a couple of videos recently on that. A lot of people would say, well, why, you know, if you're visually impaired, why would you have one that has a screen? But there's actually some really good accessibility built in. It uses, you know, it's got a screen magnifier if you just need a little bit of extra magnification. But it also has Amazon's Voice View screen reader built in, which I've done a review of for the Kindle Fire tablets. It's one of my favorite screen readers. I think it has one of the most pleasant voices available on a screen reader. But it also has all the voice interactions as the regular Echo. You know, it just adds in that screen element. And you can turn on the screen reader with your voice, you know, and then it has the show and tell feature, which is super helpful in the kitchen because you just you say, what am I holding? And it scans you and tells you what the product is you're holding. So if you're holding like a can of soup, you know, all of the cans are shaped exactly the same. So it will tell you which soup it is. Very helpful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So, James, do you have any gadgets, any ideas for gifts for the holiday season for partially sighted person?
Yes, there's plenty out there, and Sam has a whole bunch of them, little gadgets and stuff. But also some things that of course, probably Myrna, you're probably looking for it too. The Sunu Band.
Yes, the
One of these
Sunu
days,
Band.
coming up. Sam, awesome review of that. But yeah, that is one of my. I'm tired of bumping into carts at Walmart or so on and so forth. So I can't wait to get. Hopefully, it's under the tree. But anyway, that's a.
Hint, hint to your sighted eye babe. Or you're seeing my babe.
Seeing eye babe. And then, with the IrisVision, last year my wife got me a satchel, very nice satchel that I could place it in. We go hiking, I put it in there, it's secure. The carrying case is nice, but I need something to the side to carry my extra batteries and stuff. So I just strap it on. So satchels, even if you're carrying your cane, something like that, a good satchel is always good to go. As for digital, like Sam said, the device, I'm not going to say the name, is very good. I was looking forward to one day. There's other devices. Let me see, the talking thermometers. There's a couple of ones that I would really like. That's a good gift to give somebody, like Sam said, somebody low vision.
Yeah.
Tell us the temperature. We can't see it like the probes. It needs to talk to you. So those talking gadgets are great, really good.
Nice. Yeah.
Maybe new sunglasses would be nice. Of course, we always need new, good sunglasses. Those are always nice.
Polarized, preferably, right?
Sam said, I wish we had all days. There's so much technology out there.
Yeah.
So good. Little things that just add to it.
Well,
So
Well, I
James-
definitely agree with the Sunu Band. Sam, that I heard about the Sunu Band from you. Actually, I saw one of your reviews, and that thing is really cool.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, I would say IrisVision. Yeah, IrisVision is a good gift as well during the holiday season. And just for those of you out there, if you don't have IrisVision yet, right now we have a promo code for the holiday season, and it's holiday 250. You can get a discount on your device. And if you call it in before noon on Monday, you can even receive it before Christmas. But the promo will run through Christmas Eve. So take advantage of that. It's holiday 250, holiday 250. You can get a discount on the purchase of your IrisVision. Okay, so I personally really love the IrisVision device because I use it for everything. I use it for in the kitchen. I use it when I'm out and about, as I mentioned, at the movie theater. Simple tasks like reading my mail, or, okay, guys, I'm the only girl here, but when I go to the nail salon to get my nails done, I have to use my IrisVision to make sure that I'm getting the right color and everything. So IrisVision is definitely an awesome gift if you don't have one. So take advantage of that holiday 250 promo. So another cool item, I think, would be a talking scale, because most of the time when people are going into the new year, everyone wants to lose weight, right? So those of us who are partially sighted, unfortunately, can't see the scale. So having a talking scale is a really good idea. Sam, have you done any reviews on any talking scales?
Not an actual review, but I do have a video talking about how helpful they are. And in that video, I talked about how prior to getting one, which is, I guess, is kind of the story of all assistive technology, where before I had it, I struggled, where I would stand on my normal scale and then it was a digital one. So I knew that when I got off of it, it still displayed the number for about 3 seconds. So I would stand on there and then I would squat down real quick and get super close to it to try and see it before it disappeared.
I've done that too.
Yeah. But then after I got one, oh my Lord, it was just like, once again, just one of those simple things that ended up having such a huge impact in my life.
Right. It's so helpful. But I know that, like, quick squat. I know that, like, I've done that too.
Yeah.
And then now with smartphones and stuff, like trying to take a picture, of of the
Oh,
display of the weight, like trying to get it lined up just right and clicking that picture before it disappears too. Yeah, it's definitely tough. So a talking scale is a good gift. And then handheld magnifiers are always nice. You know, whether it's a digital one or just a regular like a dome shaped one. Are there any magnifiers that you recommend, Sam?
You know, it's magnifiers with a lot of devices. It kind of, the old adage, you get what you pay for, definitely holds true. You can go the cheap route, get something from, you know, a big box store or get something on Amazon, but the quality is not going to be great. It might, you know, the lens might pop out 2 weeks later, you know.
Oh yeah.
The light will just stop working all of a sudden. So I recommend, you know, I have been using Eschenbach for many years. They make really good optics, magnifiers and things like that. So, you know, they are a little bit more pricey, but it's high quality. It's going to last you a long time. So, you know, don't skimp out. Go ahead and spend a little extra money to get something that's going to last you. You know, you especially when you figure how often you use these things each day. You know, it's like they say spend money on mattresses because you spend a third of your life sleeping, laying on a mattress. Don't cheap out on a mattress. I would argue that's the same for magnifiers as well.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. Do you use any magnifiers, James? Any like handheld magnifiers or anything?
I do. I use a couple. I can't remember the name of it, but glass quality is like what's going to make the difference. Scratch resistant, stuff like that. But I mean, with the IrisVision zooming in and out, I use probably that more than any other. The magnifiers on it works for me. I'm going to have to do one for Sam with trimming the brisket and put it on the. I do amazing. The IrisVision brought that back. I was unable to, it took me forever to, you know, I'd have, like you said, a magnifier, being real close. You have to, that's another good gift, is getting the cut resistant gloves.
Oh, there you go.
They're good. Those work really good from experience. But yeah,
I have battle scars everywhere from accidentally not really seeing what I'm cutting.
yeah, they got new ones actually that also prevent burns that I'm looking into. So comes, you know how it is. Everybody, One Pot Chef was talking about it, you know. So
You guys totally should. You should. I don't. Maybe you're already doing this, but you guys should have these short little videos of people using the IrisVision in unique situations, like getting your nails done. That's something I love to watch, and you know, or trimming up the brisket.
yeah,
just to give people ideas, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know that a lot of people out there who actually have the device, a lot of the time a very common question is, how can I use it? How can I maximize the use of my device? And yeah, there's like so many different ways. Like I use it to work on my laptop. You know, I can use my desktop computer with the magnification that it has, but I cannot use my laptop with the magnification. It just doesn't function well for me. But if I use my IrisVision, I can use my laptop all day. Well, you know, until the battery runs out, which I use the portable external battery with the braided magnetic cord that comes with it. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So when I use that cord with that portable battery, it kind of prolongs the life of the IrisVision. So I'm able to use it for maybe like 5 or 6 hours instead of like 2 to 3. So yeah, using it for that.
That's another good gift, Myrna.
Oh yeah, that little external battery, especially if you're an IrisVision user already, that's a good gift. You know, getting that little portable external battery so that you could use your braided magnetic cord. Absolutely. But so let's go back to this. It's the holiday season, right? So whoever is out there watching right now, I'm sure you guys like gifts, right? So put your favorite Christmas song in the chat box or in the comments. Put your favorite Christmas song and we'll pick like a couple of people to send a special gift to. So it could be any Christmas song. So put it in the chat there in the comments, and maybe you'll get picked. So again, the promo for IrisVision is Holiday 250. If you are just joining us, if you missed it, you can get a discount on the purchase of your device. If you purchase it by Monday at noon, you'll get it before Christmas. But the promo does go through Christmas Eve. So Holiday 250. All right. So Sam, what's your favorite part of the holidays? Like what do you like the most during the holiday season?
Well, I have a super big sweet tooth, so I would probably say all the treats is one of them. But honestly, you know, I'm a big giver as well. In fact, I wanted to really quickly tell you guys you talked about giving the gift of IrisVision. Tell you guys a story. I recently, a couple months ago, met this young man down in Florida. His name's Owen. He's got a YouTube channel, a shout out. It's called Outdoors with Owen. He's young. He's probably, I'm not exactly sure how old he is. He's probably about 10 or 11. But he does videos about fishing and just amazing videos for his age. Just super knowledgeable about fish and fishing and all that. And he's also a fellow Star Guardian. That's kind of how we got connected. So that's pretty awesome. But he, you know, he was kind of struggling as you know, I'm sure a lot of people can relate at that age, being visually impaired. There's a lot of hard things to deal with. So, you know, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna send him an IrisVision because it's been super helpful for me, and you know, and bringing back a lot of independence and things like that. So I thought, oh, let's see if it works for Owen. So I did. I sent him one about a month ago or so, and I got a message from his mom that they got it out and tried it, and Owen was just blown away, and all the things he could see. He was looking at the pictures on the wall of his house, and they live right on like a lake down in Florida, and so he was able to look out across the lake and see the things across the lake, and it was really, really pretty cool. So he's very excited. And so you guys have add another IrisVision user to the family.
That's awesome.
All right.
So
Thanks.
cool.
That's an awesome story.
That's great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So James, as a coach for IrisVision, you know that we come across a lot of different situations, a lot of different stories. What's a cool story that you've come across lately, of course, without disclosing anybody's name?
Right. Oh, we get them all the time, you know, with the crying and stuff like that. It feels, sorry to say, but it feels good knowing that they can see their wife and stuff. But one story that I just cannot get over, I still laugh over it, chuckle it. It was a daughter helping her mom with the IrisVision, and the son-in-law, they just went over to help her with it. So he's sitting on the couch, and you know, we're on speakerphone, so we're talking. And then when we do the oh wow moment, she hit the mode button and it went to scene and got quiet. And I said, everything all right? You know, as I expected, I could see.
We lost you.
Oh,
what happened?
No, I can still hear him.
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So the daughter, I said, hey, is she okay? What's going on? She's, can you hear me? And then the mom said, yes, everything's okay. And the daughter's like, well, what do you see? Can you tell me, please? And she goes, you got a lot of wrinkles. I have to say that. Oh my gosh. The daughter got so upset, and then it turned on, they just started going back and forth. And the daughter and the mom, she goes, well, I'm being honest. And then I don't know what they were doing. They're just going, and the son-in-law picks up the cell phone, starts giving me play-by-play. Uh-oh, mom's standing up now. The IrisVision and off. The daughter's upset, saying, so it just went, he was doing a play-by-play. And then all of a sudden the daughter sees he's doing a play-by-play. So then he's like, oh, gotta go, James. And then you hear the phone set down. That was the hilarious. I still laugh at that.
That's so funny.
That was probably.
Yes. You guys can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I had a little bit of a technical issue here, but I'm good. So awesome. Well, Sam, I really appreciate the time that you took to sit with us today on our second official Coach's Corner episode. So definitely love all the different gift ideas that you had. Of course, for those of you who don't know about Sam, please follow his Facebook page. Sam, you could give the details of your Facebook page and his YouTube channel. So let people know where they could find you.
Yeah, so on YouTube, it's The Blind Life, THE Blind Life. Basically, if you just Google that, you'll find my YouTube. Everywhere else, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's The Blind Life Sam. Apparently, The Blind Life was taken on all those things. So, so The Blind Life Sam. You can check out my website, theblindlife.net. And that's where you'll find, my most recent videos, more information about me, my journey, my vision story. There's information about my merchandise you can buy on Amazon and Teespring, and how to connect with me if you want to work with me. I also mentioned you can also become a member of the Blind Life YouTube channel. That's another great gift idea for this season.
Yes.
You can become a member. Information on my channel in the description of all my videos about how to do that.
Yeah, I got to do that. I think, James, you did that already, right?
That's right. VIP.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome.
VIP. Yeah, Sam, the info you give out to us, I mean, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, good. I appreciate that, man. You're going to get a shout out in my next video that's airing tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, whoop, whoop. Cool. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Coach's Corner. Again, that promo is Holiday 250, and don't forget to add your favorite Christmas song to the comments below, okay? Hope everyone has a great week, and I will be live on another Coach's Corner on Christmas morning.
Yay.
Yay!
Awesome. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Guys, bye.